All right, Matt.
Hey.
Sorry about that. I have no idea what caused it, but I guess we're past it. Doesn't matter.
Well, I've done a couple of these, and they're always flawed. I tried to do one with Kevin Bacon and his wife, and it was kind of tricky. But I guess my iPhone is better than my computer, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, small. I guess. Sorry, I'm
Go ahead.
No, I regret that I could not do this any better than Kevin Bacon. Like, I thought I'd be better at him than organizing an Instagram chat. So
yeah,
I figured he had me beat at acting, but I beat him at technology. And now this is not true, I guess.
So where are you, Curtis?
Well, thanks for asking. I am in my home in Milford, Pennsylvania,
okay,
which is on the Delaware River. If I were to take you on a tour, which I feel like I've been doing, that's all I do now in these chats is just show people my home. It's nothing to look at, but what else are you going to do after 2 minutes of niceties?
Yeah.
But if I walk out on that balcony, the Delaware River is right over there. I grew up on the other side of the river in New Jersey, but I found a nice place here to hang out. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. How about yourself? Are you? Looks like clouds behind you a little bit.
That's a painting. I'm in the kitchen.
I see. Do you have? If you don't want me to talk about your house, let me know. But is there painting in your kitchen?
There's a painting in the kitchen. Yeah, you're welcome to see it. This is a gift from Morgan, my wife's dad. And that is a home with a carrot flag from a Philip K. Dick novel. So he had a friend of his, an artist, who painted that, and it's ginormous. You can actually see how big it is.
Wow.
It's a big painting.
Yeah. It makes you want to come down for breakfast in the morning, though. It's something to look forward to.
We don't have an upstairs. We're not that rich. It's all one. It's all one level.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. It's okay that you're not rich because this fundraiser is not about you. It's about getting lots of other people to give small amounts of money. Since when you logged into the chat, a few people who are followers of yours logged in as well. So I'm going to reset and tell them what's going on here, so they're not confused.
Okay. Should I do something to help promote this, or it's too late?
No, even you logging on, not all your friends are saying, oh, why is Matt doing a live chat right now? So they automatically get informed that you're doing this.
Okay, got it.
If we do it again in the future, I could send you some stuff to post on your Instagram, but
okay,
it's fine. So every single bar in my hometown in New Jersey, and most towns, is shut down. And there's an app on the phone called Touchtunes where you can see all the jukeboxes in the bars. All the jukeboxes are turned off, obviously, because the bars are turned off or closed down. But for some reason, there's one pub called the Airport Pub. They're also closed, but their jukebox is still on. That's the highlighted one at the top. The Airport Pub is still on, which means I can still play songs on their jukebox. So that's what we're going to do. Nobody's going to hear the songs because it's inside an empty pub. But if someone out there requests a song and sends me $1.20, which is the cost of a song, I will play the song, nobody will hear it, and I will give $2 to charity. So it only takes $1.20 to participate, but a lot of other folks gave them more than $1.20 as well. So you're not limited to $1.20.
Okay.
What is your music knowledge? I was telling earlier tonight we had Cecily Strong and then Jess McKenna, and I don't know a lot about popular music. I got the 1930s down, like Benny Goodman clarinet music. I know a lot of bluegrass music, and I guess my mom used to run around the backyard to the Beach Boys, and that's really what I got. Is there a genre that's good for you?
I like folk music. I was very attached to John Prine, God rest his soul.
Mm-hmm.
I liked, my college years would have been bands like REM or the Violent Femmes. I was a big fan of British New Wave. I loved that, Depeche Mode and New Order. And those were like my seminal years of music. And I've turned my kids onto some of it. So those are the bands that come to mind. But I was just having a little reverie recently about like a couple old REM albums and some old Violent Femmes stuff. Violent Femmes was one of the first concerts I ever saw, actually.
Yeah? Where was that?
I saw them at Northern Illinois. my college. And then I saw the Kinks as well there back in, 80 something, 86, maybe.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you'll be able to perhaps teach me a little bit about these folks. Because, I recognize the name of the Kinks. I recognize Depeche Mode. Couldn't name a song. And I'm not, that's a bad thing. I'm not obviously not bragging about that. But you mentioned John Prine. I had a request earlier from someone named Nick Torkelson, and he wanted a John Prine song. Would it break your heart if I played one, or would it be a nice thing?
Oh, it'd be a great tribute. I think he's the best. His spirit lives on. His music is a great legacy.
Good.
He's an American treasure.
Yeah.
Good call.
All right. John Prine, Long Monday. We'll listen to a little bit, and then we'll get back to chatting.
Sure.
You and me, sitting in the back of my memory, like a honeybee, buzzing around a glass of sweet champagne. The radio's on, windows rolled up and my mind rolled down. Headlights shine like silver moons rolling on the ground. We made love, never will love can be made.
I love it. We made love in every way that love could be made. And
yeah, he's funny.
Yeah. If I use that turn of phrase at like every Thursday I get together with my friends and have dinner, and if I told somebody that, it would probably be unacceptable. So that's like the license of being a terrific songwriter and musician and having a beautiful voice.
Yeah, he's a poet. He was a poet. He said it. It was a couplet, so he wasn't just saying it out of the blue. It was a well-timed rhyme.
That's right. Yes, I would never imply it was not a couplet. Absolutely. And have you've seen John Prine live as well? Oh,
getting into the Christmas mugs at our house.
That's nice. Is this
do whatever you can
to
do whatever you can to liven up the quarantine.
Yeah, absolutely. Someone requested Mariah Carey, "All I Want for Christmas Is You" earlier tonight, so you're not alone. I feel like it's a good coping mechanism.
Yeah, you bust out the fine china. Yeah, I've seen John Prine a few times. He's amazing. And I had a short-lived television show that I almost had him write the theme song for, which gave me the opportunity to meet him and talk to him, which was quite an honor.
That's wonderful. I mean, I kind of felt the same way when Earl Scruggs, the great bluegrass banjo musician, died. Like I felt like no one appreciated like what he meant to the genre. And now I'm learning about John Prine because up until like a couple of years ago, I didn't know anything about him. And but now I've seen him on. He did Colbert a couple of years ago, and there's a video of him and Casey Musgraves. Have you seen that one? It's kind of viral. Casey Musgraves has a song called "Burn One" with John Prine.
Oh.
And she sings that song to John Prine on stage. Like he's sitting next to her.
I haven't seen that, but I will go see it.
Yeah, it is cool to see how happy she is, and it makes sense. I feel like
he put a lot of wit into his songs, but his first album he was just launched. He was a young man who'd gone to Vietnam. He was a mailman, lived outside of Chicago. His dad was from Kentucky, so he had these country roots. And his first album was like a guy who'd been singing country music for like 30 years. You know, these people that have the weight of the genre. He sounded like a very like weathered, old, hard-living man, but he was a young man when he had gone through Vietnam, so that certainly gave him some gravitas. So it's just interesting. Like when he hit the scene, people are like, I feel like I should know this guy. He seems like he's been doing it forever. So he was one of those guys. And Angel from Montgomery was one of his songs that most people love to re-record. Like it's Bonnie Raitt does an incredible version of it, and I saw her do it with him at a venue. He has some incredible. Sam Stone was like the first John Prine song I ever heard, and it's about a guy addicted to morphine coming back from Korea, I believe. And there's a line in it which is so brutal. Yes. It's like there's a hole in Daddy's arm where all his money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. And this it's like a young man writing these songs, so it's pretty incredible.
Yeah. I want to soak up, what he's got, whether read about him or just, I guess the right thing is to go back and listen to his music rather than read about him. But I just feel like I missed a lot, but it's not too late. He's at my fingertips on Spotify.
Oh, it's all out there. Yeah. I'm just moving to close the door. Keep talking.
Okay. We received, $1.20 from Aaron Louie, and he requested "Believe" by Cher, and so I'm going to throw that up on the jukebox. Remember, nobody's going to hear this song, so Aaron, if you chose this because you think it will be inspirational to the people who hear it, nobody's going to hear this song. It's inside an jukebox. But that's what you wanted, so
I suppose you're putting it out into the ether.
Some good vibes. I hope so.
Maybe the rats that are running around the rafters can hear it.
And maybe, but even then, are we hoping the rats will then turn to good and start delivering food to senior citizens? I don't know what they can offer us.
Well, if you believe in morphic resonance, every action reverberates out into the universe. It doesn't just go away. So you never know.
I was going to say, well, of course I believe in that, but then I didn't want to seem condescending. What is it? Morphic resonance? What kind of?
It's kind of soft science. I don't know enough about it, but it's basically events of time and action and energy. They happen, and then in the way that ripples travel through water when you throw a stone, anything that happens does the same thing out into the world. And that's why people believe if you time travel, you could go back in time and see like John Kennedy give his inaugural address, because it's still reverberating. I'm doing this with my hands like this.
That's exactly. This is a good visual. Yeah, this is not a text-based conversation. Yeah. That's good.
And the argument is like, the reason is because like if people on one side of the country do the New York Times crossword puzzle in the morning, then in the afternoon, people in LA, let's say, without talking to anyone, they do that same New York Times crossword puzzle. It's easier to do because successes have happened and gone out into the universe, and people imperceptibly are feeling that those trials and successes are those answers. That's the cockamamie part of it. But anything that happens once makes it infinitely more likely to happen again, is simply the summary of morphic resonance.
That's incredible. That makes me feel even better. Yeah, you feel even better about what I'm doing. I mean, I liked the concept, but now I feel this is like two levels to how this could help people out. So.
Well, it's why the jukebox might be doing something. We don't know yet.
Whoever writes the book about
the butterfly effect, yeah.
Yeah. Whoever writes the book about this whole affair, they're probably going to spend most of the time on the federal government's response to this, but I hope there's a chapter about the jukebox and how it helped bring.
I just looked it up. It's the idea of mysterious telepathic type interconnections between organisms and of collective memories within species. That's morphic resonance. Anyways, let's listen to Cher. Isn't this one of the first auto-tune hits?
Yeah. I mean, by my memory, I can't name someone before this who had one.
Yeah.
And then it got adopted more by... See, this is why I start sentences I don't know how to finish, but it got adopted more by the hip-hop community, right? Auto-tune? Which I think Cher started it. That's pretty cool. Like, doesn't Kanye auto-tunes a lot, right?
Her use of it morphically resonated throughout the universe and made it more likely.
We're getting some more suggestions in here, and just so you know, Matt, I want you to feel like you are inspiring people. We got let's see, a $5 donation from Erica, $3 from Jake, $20 from Reed. Thank you, Tiffany, for $1.20. Tiffany was here last week too, so people are picking up. And those who just joined the chat because you saw that Matt was in it, we're playing songs on a jukebox in an empty bar. Nobody's going to hear the songs, but if you request a song, I will play it on this jukebox, and $2 goes to charity. Erica requested a song called "The Streak" by Ray Stevens.
Oh my God, that's a comedy song.
I thought I recognized.
Wow.
His name. And not only because it's my last name. Yeah.
Top 40 radio. I grew up in Chicago. That got, or Dr. Demento. That got play.
Well, let's see what it's about.
It's about a streaker.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I did. I was standing over by the donators, and there he come, running through the pole.
Let's get to the music part, all right?
Flecking as a jaybird.
Come on.
Look at that. And he ain't wearing no clothes. What is it calling the street? Fastest thing on 2 feet. He just as proud as he can be. It's happy. Don't give us a
This was not a Ray Stevens song, but it was another novelty song about "Hello Mutta, Hello Fada." That was like a comedy song, right?
Yeah,
Here I am
that was Alan. I
Sherman.
His name.
Yeah, Sherman.
Sherman. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a big one. That was a big hit.
We sang that at the summer camp I went to. I went to a Jewish summer camp for 1 year, not too far from 2 years, and we sang that song. Like they stuck it right in the middle of everything else. There was like the Jewish songs. Wherever you go, there's always someone Jewish. You're never alone. And then there was like
I don't know that one.
You don't know that one? Some Jews live in tents, and some live in pagodas, and some Jews wear no shoes and sleep by the sea. Amsterdam, Disneyland, Tel Aviv. Oh, we're miles apart. But when we light the candles on Sabbath Eve, we share in the prayer in each one of our hearts. And there was those songs.
That's a nice song. Nice little camp song. Sure.
Yeah. And then we did like the "Hello Mutta, Hello Fada," which I wrote home to my parents about because I thought it was very funny. I didn't know it was like a hit that they knew. I thought it was like I discovered something at camp. And then we sang "Feeling Groovy" by Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I turned my kids on to "Hello Mutta, Hello Fada." They enjoyed it. It's funny. It still works. I feel like all the versions are live versions, though. There's always like laughter in them. You know what I mean? Like the common version that if you search it is like people laughing.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like they did it on a Ed Sullivan show or like a variety show, you know?
Yeah. I wonder if the studio recording just doesn't have the same pizzazz. Maybe Ray Stevens, or not, maybe Alan Sherman needs the audience to play off of. He needs a Mutta and a Fada to really get in the zone.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't a studio rat.
Yeah, couldn't get the sidemen together to play the backup instruments for that song. A lot of the folks who are checking this out are people I know from summer camp. Are you a summer camp guy? You sent your kids to summer camp? Did you go to summer camp?
The boys, our kids have gone up to this little camp, Jameson Ranch in like the Sequoia National Forest, which is up a few hours north and east of Bakersfield, basically, in this beautiful country. And I never went to summer camp in Chicago. I think the most immersive camp is, I think we did like, day camps, but never away camps. Like I was never packed up and got to go away.
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing.
It may be more of an East Coast thing, or maybe I'm completely wrong and I've offended West Coast campers. I don't know, but it seems like a lot of camps out here on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's fair.
yeah, Matt, you got time for like a couple more tunes?
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'll go back to a band that's I certainly am aware of, the Police. I know
that's another one. That was a big college band for me. I saw them live. I think I saw them at Comiskey Park, which is an old White Sox baseball stadium that no longer stands. So the Police was another great band.
That's cool. I'm glad you have a personal connection here. Now, I do know enough to know that Sting was in the Police, and they were called Sting and the Police for a while, or did I make that part up? Which is like, Sting.
Not that I remember. Sting obviously went on. I think Stuart Copeland did some soundtracks for films or scores. But I think they were always the Police as far as I can remember. But maybe when Sting had his solo career, they agreed to give him top billing.
I got it.
But yeah, they were great.
Are you familiar with the song?
It's one of my favorite Police songs.
Well, you didn't send in $1.20, so you don't get to pick the songs, Matt. I'm sorry.
Well, I can't access my Venmo right now, but I will.
That's okay. It would be a cool move if on the way out the door you end the chat, you pick a song, and you throw it back into the room for everyone else to hear as you're walking out the door.
I can't open my Venmo because
after the Instagram chat.
On the phone.
After the Instagram chats is what I'm saying.
Of course.
You're done, and then. But more importantly, let's. So this guy chose the song "Synchronicity." You know that song?
Of course, that was off the album Synchronicity.
Huh.
It's also very tied into Morphic Resonance. That's more like I was a psych major. What the hell? Rogers, maybe? Who is the guy that has the collective unconscious? Let's see.
I don't know.
Oh, hold on. You can play. You keep filling time. I'll be like your sidekick for a while.
Okay, good.
You and I are the morning DJs.
And this is Synchronicity 2.
Jung. When they say Jungian, collective unconscious is the part of mind. It's derived from ancestral memory and experience and is common to all humankind as distinct from the individual's unconscious. So we all have our unique memories as well as these collective memories, like caveman memories, supposedly, or caveman synapses and reactions, if you will, are embedded into our wiring in our brains. And that's the collective unconscious that we as a species share with one another. And that's what Synchronicity, Sting went on a deep dive with Carl Jung and stuff like that. And I think Synchronicity is very much related to the collective unconscious, which is also what Morphic Resonance came out of.
This is the content I'm here for. Like, I don't just learn about the name of the band. I find out the origins of the song. So thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, Matt is taking part in the Lonely Jukebox, where I play songs on a jukebox that is inside a locked bar, so nobody will ever hear these songs. But I do play them using the Touchtunes app on my phone. And for every song that's requested, I also give $2 to local restaurant employees who have lost hours due to COVID-19. So minimum donation $1.20, because that covers the cost of the song that I spend on the jukebox. But thanks to folks, Erica gave another $10. Karen earlier gave $50, so it's going to add up nicely.
Yeah.
And
I want to pull my
ahead.
Wikipedia nugget, which is meaningful coincidences, if they occur with no causal relationship yet seem to be meaningfully related. So, for example, like When the printing press was invented, you had nations who didn't communicate with each other, but once it was invented, there was so you went thousands of years without the printing press. This is, of course, an argument for morphic resonance. I'm not saying it's the reason. Then the distance between the first printing press and the next printing press was super short, and these are countries that didn't communicate with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're saying you used the word coincidence before, but you're saying there's more than it's just a coincidence?
Well, meaningful coincidences.
Okay.
Jung would say we're connected through the collective unconscious, and morphic resonance would say there's these invisible waves that travel off of any given event, much like if you turn a flashlight on, those beams of light, and you turn it off, those beams of light continue to travel out into the universe.
Right.
And they're imperceptible, but yet morphic resonance says somehow we're able to relate to them or not comprehend on such a specific level, but they affect us.
Being locked up, we're all in the same situation where we're just like stuck in our houses. There has to be some meaningful coincidence. And I feel like we all are discovering things at the same time. Like we discover on day 2, you discover you don't have to get dressed, and like day 4, you learn how to cook. Like day 6, you think it's fun to do Facebook surveys, and by day 8 you realize it's like silly.
Or if you have children, by day 5 you talk to them like your college roommates. Like, dude, don't leave the sink dirty.
Is that what happened with you? You felt it was more of a buddy relationship at that point?
Well, you're definitely like, I don't want to do anybody's dishes anymore. Like, hey, and you use things like dude to address your questions.
I got an empty house around here, so I can't say I get you, but it makes sense.
How do you have dinner every night, every Thursday with your friends?
You say, why do I have, or how do I have?
How do you have it?
Oh, how do we do it now in the new normal, you mean? Well, the first week and the second week, we did it on Zoom. The third week, we chose a neutral location, and we set up some cones in the shape of a plus sign, and everybody had their own quadrants and had to stay in their own quadrant. And
outdoors or indoors?
Outdoors.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm hesitant because who knows if you're supposed to be doing that right now, but it was out of doors. I live in a very rural area on about like 110 acres. My parents' property is like 100 acres, and that's where I hang out most of the time. But it was far apart. Everyone brought their own food, and we just sat in our quadrants, and it was nice. It was also 2 people in the group had birthdays that week, so being together felt like extra important.
Nice.
And that's how we did it. Yeah, we all drove to this outdoor park. So,
I'm not going to rat you out. I don't care.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people are doing stuff. Now you have to wear masks, though, right? Everybody has to wear a mask.
That's right.
But I mean, if you're outdoors and you're yards and yards apart, I think you're fine.
Let me ask you this, because nobody knows, and it's the kind of thing that we keep doing it. Where are you on petting dogs right now? Other people's dogs? Do you stay away? Do you dive right in?
Other people's dogs? Like, do I pet other people's dogs?
Or have you not seen other people's dogs in the past month? At this dinner, there was a dog running around, and I couldn't resist petting it. Is that spreading disease? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not an immunologist, but I would think you should be careful about petting other people's dogs.
And that's the right answer. If you had said something else, it would have been silly.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, we had that meeting in person for dinner. I brought a batata, which is like a Latin American sweet potato.
I love a sweet potato.
It was batata, batata. It was my first batata. So, since you asked, that's what I had.
Are you a vegetarian? That's all you had?
Well, no, but I had bought a batata at Wegmans a week before and hadn't used it yet, so I had to burn it.
Okay.
I had to get through it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, not a vegetarian.
Wegmans, that's very East Coast.
Oh yeah. What? Yeah, they're still open. They refuse to have senior shopping hours because they think everyone deserves to be treated respectfully. So that was their theory behind it. Everyone, we'll be nice to everyone, not just seniors for 1 hour a day. So
sure. My wife said the grocery store by us has painted one-way arrows on the aisles, and they control traffic, so it's not like such a, because people still like are in your business when you're shopping.
Yeah,
they control it more with the little traffic flow arrows.
I haven't seen that, but I hope it sticks after the virus. That's great. The traffic flows. You've been very generous with your time, Max, and hopefully we can do this. Do it again. The Venmos are still rolling in, but as we'll close with one more song selected by the people here, and then if on the way out you have something you want to play out, we'll do that. So
okay,
I'll let you choose from three different ones. Corinne requested the Rolling Stones "Happy" one, or is it "Happy"?
Happy, I think.
Happy. Oh, she wrote one of the only songs Keith sings lead on. Oh, yeah. John requested "Working for the Weekend" by Loverboy. Which that's why you're laughing. It means nothing now, does it? The Weekend means nothing now.
Well, that was a big college song. I had a roommate who was a huge Loverboy fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, huge.
Okay. And the last choice would be "People Have the Power" by Patti Smith.
I wish I was cool and said Patti Smith because she's such a cool artist, but I'm going to go Loverboy.
All right.
Working for the Weekend.
While this plays, everybody remember that you can still put in some requests. With the information on the screen now, I will play the song that you request on a jukebox inside an empty bar that is locked. Nobody will hear the song. But it's still doing good because for every request, I'll give $2 to a restaurant employee who's lost.
What's your Venmo?
What?
Curtis-Ray, sorry.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Curtis-Ray.
I got it.
If they request my phone number, it's also written on the bottom. You can email me if you need that. Some people say that they needed my phone number, so I don't really know what the rules are for Venmo.
I'll give you. I need your phone number.
They said you might need the last 4 digits of the phone number. I don't know. I've never had to do that before, but someone said that they needed it earlier tonight. It could have been a scam. I think I got scammed.
Oh my God, they're stealing your identity. Well, I'll text you if I need your. I don't think I need your phone number. That seems crazy.
It does seem crazy. Yeah.
Get it right. And yep.
What is the everybody's worst for their new romance? What is that?
Everyone's falling off the deep end.
Oh,
that's all I know. That's a great one. Everybody needs a second chance. I don't know that every lyric in this song makes sense, but it definitely has party energy.
And that is what we need now more than ever is party energy.
Yes, sir.
And money. And just money directly in the pockets. Party energy.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you're doing. You're helping out the restaurant workers?
Yeah. I ask around town and I find out, I ask people either who I know or I stop by a restaurant and I'm like, is there a particular employee who wouldn't ask for help, but could use just a boost right now? And so far I've been getting names and, they get a multi-$100 boost and,
that means something. That's good.
Yeah. It is what it is. And, until until stimulus checks arrive, I think it's helpful to kind of fill in the blanks a little bit where we can.
Yeah.
And even stimulus checks are not a be all end all, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Matt. I really appreciate you saying yes. I hope everyone is safe and healthy over there, and that your kids stay your bros for the whole duration. I think it's very nice.
Very good. Thanks, Curtis. This was fun. Keep in touch.
Good. You got it. Absolutely. Have a great night.
All right, man.
Bye. Bye now.
Leaving.